Konnichiwa, this is Tina and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my tips on how to prevent and treat maskne, in other words, mask acne. If that sounds like something you're interested in, then please go ahead and channel登録しちゃってください。China yo. So I was thinking about doing this video for an incredibly long time, but I kept putting it off because I thought it would become somewhat irrelevant soon, but I've been proven wrong because obviously we're probably going to be wearing masks for still a little while. So I thought I would share my thoughts and tips on how to prevent and treat mask acne. So obviously there is already a ton of amazing videos out there with a lot of information on how to deal with mask acne, so please go check them out. This video is going to be my thoughts and how I kind of dealt with it over this period. I have been wearing masks pretty much since March of 2020 when the pandemic really started to hit Australia, and it also has been mandatory in my state since I think about May or June, so it's been over 6 months since it's been mandatory as well. So let me just say I'm pretty used to wearing masks at this point. I think my skin has become very it's learned how to deal with it a lot better than initially, so I think I'm kind of doing something right. So if you guys don't know already, there are two main reasons to why we get maskne. One is occlusion, which basically means blockage. Obviously wearing this mask over most of our face for most of the day can make it hard for our skin to breathe. So the oil and dirt and everything on our skin basically stays there and causes blockages in our skin, which can cause to breakouts. Number two reason is irritation. Obviously the mask is and should be touching our skin to protect us, but that can cause friction and rubbing on the skin. You can also get irritation or basically like an allergic reaction from some of the components that may be making up your mask. So firstly, I am going to be talking about prevention, which I think is more important when it comes to dealing with maskne, and later on I'll talk about treatment. So number one tip for preventing maskne is consider the type of mask you are wearing. So when I first started wearing masks, I was personally wearing disposable ones. This was because I had some that I had bought in Japan with me still, and it was very hard to find reusable ones. I think having to wear masks is new to most countries. I did wear it quite a bit when I was living in Japan because it is very common practice over there, and generally I did wear disposable ones, but I had not worn disposable ones to this level before. I was wearing them close to 10 hours every day since I usually work 9-hour shifts at work, and then including travel, it was easily 10 hours or more every single day. So after about a month of wearing these disposable masks, which they weren't the worst quality, but they also weren't the best, they were just what I could find at the time, my skin was not having it. I hadn't broke out like that in an incredibly long time, and it was all mainly around the chin area. So it quickly became clear to me that obviously it was the masks causing it, and not only was I breaking out on my chin, but I was actually getting irritation on the tops of my cheeks of where the mask would sit. So once reusable masks became available, I made the switch, and this was a lot better for my skin personally. It is harder to find high quality disposable masks in Australia anyway, and I also did not like throwing out a mask every single day. So at this point between me and Logan, we probably have up to 20, possibly more reusable masks. This way we can switch them out every single day without having to wash them every day, and we usually just wash them once a week. I just throw them in a laundry bag and then put it on like a gentle cycle in the wash, and yeah, it just feels a lot better. It's a lot softer on my skin, and it has caused way less irritation for me, so I think it's just working better for me. I know it will be different depending on the person, so if disposable masks are working for you, I guess keep doing it. Just make sure you do use a new one every single day, and if you're using reusable ones like me, make sure you wash them or replace them every single day. So this is a huge tip for me, and probably my number one tip: just don't wear makeup. For me, it's kind of like, what's the point? Like, your face is covered anyway, like no one's gonna see it. For me, the only time I would remove my mask is when I eat lunch at work, and that is it. So I actually had put out a video already on my mask makeup routine. Basically all I do is wear concealer under my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, and then eye makeup, and that is it. I do not wear any face makeup or any makeup at all on where the mask is covering my face. I just think it is calling for breakouts. Already your skin is suffocating with the dirt and oil and dust that is in there alone, but then if you layer makeup on there and just help seal it all in with the makeup, it's just like, obviously you're gonna break out. It's just not a good situation. So if you are wearing makeup under your mask, just stop. If you have to, absolutely have to, just wear really light makeup, maybe a little bit of concealer with a translucent powder or a powder foundation, something just really lightweight that won't clog your pores as much as, say, a high coverage foundation. And then number 3 is to simplify your skincare routine. Of course, when we have all this stuff going on with our skin and it's breaking out and it's unstable, I know that we want to use like better products and more products and actives to help improve it, but basically it's just going to irritate it more. We just need to pull it back and make a really simple skincare routine with really light layers, especially during the day before wearing your mask. So some things you can change up in your skincare routine is to cleanse properly. If there's any sort of blockages, you want to cleanse it and get rid of it as soon as you can. So at nighttime, I definitely recommend a double cleansing routine. I do have a double cleansing video as well if you don't quite know what a double cleanse is. And then in the AM, even if you usually don't use a cleanser, which was me during the winter time, I actually wasn't using cleanser during the morning because it can be drying, but with wearing masks every day, I actually started to just use a very gentle cleanser in the morning, and I definitely think it helped just clear my skin out of anything excessive, and it was ready to be under a mask for 10 hours that day. Another thing is to make sure your skin is hydrated well, so you can do this through using hydrating toners and essences. So as long as you're well hydrated, your oil levels will naturally come down as well and stop producing as much under that mask. So make sure you are using some sort of hydrating products. Also use light layers of skincare. So instead of using like one layer of thick cream, I would recommend going for like a watery toner and then a lightweight moisturizer on top. And the last thing is to switch using any extra products or actives to your PM or nighttime skincare routine. So if you usually use vitamin C or actives or like 3 serums in the morning or whatever, just move them to nighttime. Under that mask, it's like a hostile environment, and if your skin is already suffocating, those things can actually become irritants even though they don't usually. So if there's anything that you use that is extra on top of a very basic skincare routine, just switch to using it at nighttime. So they are my tips on preventing maskne. I definitely think prevention is key, because if you don't let it happen, then you don't have to deal with the treatment, am I right? But if you are currently struggling with maskne or did in the past like me, then these are my tips on how to treat it. This one might be an obvious one, but to use skincare products that are going to help repair and calm your irritated skin. So there are a ton of great skincare products that can help with treatment, things that include Centella asiatica to help soothe, or things with vitamin C that can help to treat the scars. But to make it all easier for you guys, I thought I would introduce a new box curated by Wishtrend, and it is their Maskne Repair Kit. So you guys probably know by now that I have loved many of the products produced by Wishtrend, and I think about 4 or 5 of them made them to my 2020 top skincare, so obviously I do really like them. And these boxes that they curate every now and then are a great way to try a variety of products at a heavily discounted price, and then also to have pretty much a whole skincare routine in one box. So I'm going to be sharing this Maskne Repair Kit with you guys today. So we do have a number of products in this box. First things first is the organic hemp face mask. I've actually already got one of these, and it is a mask made of all natural fibers, hemp and cotton, which makes it naturally antibacterial and UV resistant. So I'll pop it on to show you guys how it wears. Just like that. I am going to be totally honest, I don't think it is the most attractive mask out there, but it is incredibly breathable, and it is very soft on the skin since it is made out of natural fibers, and it is also kind of like a towel-like material, which also makes it absorbent. Next is the Rovectin Conditioning Cleanser. Now I know this one is already a favorite for many people, but it is a extremely gentle cleanser that helps even people with sensitive skin. You can use it morning, as I said, as I recommend to cleanse in the morning, and also the PM. My mum actually uses this as well, and she has like hypersensitive skin, really sensitive skin, but she can use this and absolutely loves it. So you get one of the Rovectin cleansers in there. Next product is the I'm From Fig Boosting Essence. I'm actually yet to try this one, but I have seen a lot of people absolutely loving it. As I said earlier, hydrating is a really important step to balance our skin, so this will be a light hydrator, and it also does help to build your skin barrier with this one as well, which is something that most people are probably struggling with. Oh, what was I saying? So it'll help to repair that as well. Next is the Klairs Freshly Juiced Vitamin Drop. I have mentioned this one on my channel in the past as well, but it is a very gentle 5% vitamin C serum. So this one is gentle enough to use every day, and it is definitely going to help with the scars you may have got from the breakouts. So a great one to incorporate into your PM skincare routine. You also get the Rovectin Seeker Care Balm. I have recommended this to a few people who actually have been suffering from maskne and said it really worked out well for them, so I'm so glad it has been helping me as well. It is another great calming and soothing product. You can actually use it kind of like a spot treatment in the areas that you're really irritated. I was using it a lot when I was getting the kind of friction irritation on my cheeks, and you can also use it like a thick repairing soothing sleeping mask at night. So I usually just apply like a thick layer in the parts that are irritated, and I wake up with very soft plump skin. So absolutely have been loving this one to deal with the irritation from maskne. And then lastly, you also get the I'm From Mugwort Cream. I haven't tried this one either, but I absolutely love the Mugwort Essence, so I'm sure I will love this one. It is said to be a really good moisturizer for people who have oilier or acne prone skin, and as I said earlier, even if you do have like drier skin, it's better to use a lightweight moisturizer during the day if you are going to be wearing a mask. So even for me, I would totally wear this during the day, and it also has soothing, calming ingredients, obviously the mugwort. So you'll get all of these products in the box for, how much is it? $85.80, which is actually 40% off retail price. So obviously a great deal. The deal is on from the 29th of Jan till 11th of Feb. And that's not actually all. You actually get some freebies with it too. So you get the by Wishtrend Clear Skin Shield Patch, which is one of my favorite, if not favorite, pimple patch. I love these ones because they stick on really, really well, and they're also very thin. So I have loved using these before and even after popped pimples. And then you do also get 3 of the Klairs Midnight Blue Calming Sheet Mask, which I absolutely love this one as well. I'm so glad I got some more. Whenever I take it off, my skin feels so soft and plump and calmed from this mask. So that's some freebies you get. And lastly, you can actually get free shipping on this as well. So I will leave all of the details and codes in the description. If you are interested, please go check it out. And my other tip for treatment is actually to treat while you mask. If you have a pimple, if you have a breakout, then put a pimple patch on it and then wear your mask. It's the best opportunity ever to wear a pimple patch because no one's gonna see it. So whenever I had a pimple, I would wear patches under my mask, and I'm like, well, I know no bacteria is getting in there, I know it's protected, and I know it's getting treatment. So I always did that when I was having breakouts under my mask. And even if you don't have any active pimples, wear pimple cream like every single day. I would get just a small amount of pimple cream and literally put it all over, like a thin layer all over my chin or wherever I thought I could possibly break out. I feel like this helped kind of repair the older ones that were fading, and then also helped to prevent new ones forming. And I was doing this literally every morning for like a month or two when I was really in the thick of it and wearing the mask, and I think it definitely helped. So I will leave links to spot treatments that I used and I feel like it helped, but you know, just treat while you got that mask on. If you can't take it off, then do what you can with it on, and they are my tips for treatment. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my maskne tips video. I hope that some of my tips can help you out. Remember, all of this is temporary. Even if you might be having bad skin days or breakouts at the moment, it is temporary and it will get better. So let's work through it together, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!